Mixing That Up Self-Defense Series. Today we're going to be going over some takedown defenses. Now the first thing I was wanting to mention about this is distance. That's the first thing you're going to need to know. The further away you are from them, the better you are. They're going to be trying to come in at you, and the further they have to travel before they reach you, the more chance you have to either keep them off of you, get away, or land that strike, whatever you're going for. Or just simply stay off the ground. The second thing you're going to need to be is quick on your feet. Now that's for sure. Alright, now we'll go over this one's the first one, the underhooks. Alright, to start out with, your opponent's going to be coming in low at you. Usually it will be there like this, really low, trying to get around either your thighs or your hips. All you're going to do, since they're coming low, is their arms are already out. Just take one hand, put it underneath, and it's also on the inside of their arms. Same thing with the other one. And all this is for is just to push them back up, keep their hands off of you, so they can't get all the way wrapped where they have leverage. So just come in from there and grab. Just put your hands through this side and through this side and gently lift up. We'll work that a few times now. Just come in straight. Do it again on this side. And again. One more time, super slow motion. Alright, the underhooks, you come in real slow. I'm going to immediately go about shoulder to shoulder with them, just so I can fish my arms up through underneath theirs. Get them up onto their back, or even lower, doesn't matter, as long as the push through pushes their arms and keeps their hands off of my waist. Or at least so that they can't grab anything solid enough. So push back right here, get them back. Okay. Once that you have your underhooks in, and you've got them at least where they're not gripping you fully, it is best here to keep your legs, in a good position so that you can start circling out, which is basically just going around them like we were before the actual attempt of the clinch even occurred. As soon as they shoot in and you get your underhooks, you'll find that if you circle out either direction, it will work out a whole lot better for you. You can get them off of you. So you go ahead and keep on trying for the takedown from this position. You can see it kind of just slips out. Do it again. Right there. Now see, especially here, I don't know if you can tell, but she did get down and had a grip below my knee, which is very good, not so much for me. But now I know for sure I cannot circle out this way. So instinctively, you'll have to go to your right now. Alright, keep going. You can just get them off of you this way, just little pushes, pulls. And also another thing with the circling out is when you get your underhooks in here, try to get that knee again, do you see that? When you get your underhooks in here, you can circle out to the right, and you can throw them off by going a quick stop and in the opposite direction. Go ahead and go for the takedown again. Balance change, they lose their grip. One more time. Underhooks in, and go for the... You see she tried to cheat there? Started before this was a horse race, they'd have immediately stopped. Alright, now I'll go for the circle out. The next one we're going to be getting into is definitely something you're going to need to know for defense here. No matter how they come in at you, whatever you end up doing to stop them here, which we're going to get into more of that, but it's a simple sprawl. Now a lot of people you'll see doing this, but they're not exactly doing it correctly. When they come in especially low, that's what the sprawl is for. you're having to try to get their hands off of you. So you want to do whatever you can to do this sprawl, but you have to also base yourself. Because if you're all sprawled out here with your legs, that's the sprawl, by the way, get your legs out really far so they can't you know, get a good grip, and you're keeping pressure forward on them. If you're doing this all the way here and they decide to pull out of their tackle, your sprawl, you're going to be down like this and they're going to be all over your back. So you see this a lot of people not basing. What I prefer to do when they come in is that when you get your underhooks and you get your real deep or wide sprawl on, is to have your underhooks on and also basing your hands on their back. You'll see a lot of people just with their underhooks going straight up, trying to push back and maybe just putting their fist up on their back. You need to get your hands laid up on the back. Now if she tries to pull out, I kind of just ride her back a little bit. So then it makes it where it's my choice whether or not to get out of that. I could push her off at that point. I could ride on back. I could go for, you know, anything from there. But the point is, I don't want to end up on my stomach. Alright, let's work the sprawl a few more times here in real slow motion. You come in, I'll underhook, and I want to, she's going to go in real deep, and I want to get my legs way, way back. Like I said, I got my hands up. I even have my head on her back. Okay, one more time. Okay, that's the sprawl. The next really quick move here, just to keep them off of you so they can't get into the clinch, is just a simple block. And by block, I just mean your actual arm or arms to come out and to block. I like to go on the shoulders. You can go on the head. You can go, you know, if you can get on it to their biceps even. You can go, you know, one side. I don't like that. They can twist out. You can go from their hips even. While they're trying to go in, you can just block right here on their hips. And like I said, if they do go to pull out and you're on their hips, it's not as bad as if you're you know, basing all of your weight on them. You haven't really got to sprawl as deep when you're blocking. You have to also obviously watch out for punches though, because your arms are out, or at least one arm's going to be out depending on how you want to do the block. And you may get caught with a punch if you're not careful, so watch them and make sure they're not just trying to fake the takedown to get the strike. Now let's move around a little bit and we'll just do the block. I wanted to quickly mention also about the kicks. You see a lot of people throwing the kicks and all. That comes in very, very handy for someone trying to take you down. If you're going to throw the kicks, you need to throw them behind your punches. You need to hide them with your strikes, with your hand strikes. If you just go out there and you just lob a kick at them, you know, they're going to be you're going to be getting taken down pretty quickly in one form or another. She was ready for that one, wasn't she? Also, a real quick reminder here, if you want to keep someone off of you and you're obviously a striker or you just don't want to grapple with them at all, the straight punches, the straight strikes is going to be your friend. They're also a block. And of course the uppercut. You need to practice and get really good with the uppercuts, because when they go low, it's the uppercut and the straight strikes that can keep them back. You can be circling out, you can be backpedaling at the same time as giving them that block, that wedge between you and them. And see, if you're going in there and you're doing the head hunting, you're just giving them something to go underneath. They're going to be all here. They're trying to get here anyway to get you down. So just use your blocks, keep them back, and when they get in a little closer, you can throw those uppercuts to knock them back up with. That's going to do it for this tape. On the next tape here, we're going to be working with more takedown defenses. We're going to be getting into a few more that you should know.